Hello, my fellow Shogun 2 players. Zaript here. And today I want to, one more time, to try and tackle a very difficult topic of microcontrol. Yep, and I did numerous attempts in the past, but you never seen those videos because I deleted them. This one you will see because I decided not to try and get something finished. This is just first iteration of my basic micro guide or something, whatever. Let's start with what microcontrol actually is. Generally, when people talk about microcontrol, they refer to ability of player to control units on individual basis to achieve maximum effectiveness. It's like very typical situation would be having 2 cavalry units against 2 cavalry units, and if you notice, for example, that your opponent target your 1 cavalry, you may try to pull back with it, not engage, while other cavalry unit of yours would be charging from a side, destroying charge bonus for these 2 cavalry units, then you will charge with this one, and having the same cavalry units, you are most likely to win this engagement if your opponent doesn't change his orders. So this is a very typical example, probably one of the simplest examples of situation where microcontrol can win your engagement. So this is purely tactical topic. It has seemingly nothing to do with the strategy. And that's why people generally kind of oppose strategy and microcontrol, which I feel isn't true at all. Honestly, for such a stuff like engagement I was talking about right now, it's very important to be able to click very fast and very precisely when units move on a field and you have to control other parts of a field at the same time. So one may think that it's all about fast clicking. But let me give you one example from real life. Let's take music. If you ever played piano or have someone in your family or friends who actually played piano, you may know that they spend hours and hours every day just polishing their mechanical skills, their ability to to get their fingers to right places with the right force at the right time. You know, it's basically same as this speed and precision with mouse. It's the same for them. But would anyone dare to say that music is all about fast clicking? Fuck no. Fuck no. Mechanical skills is just a basis which allows you to create this beautiful melody. Without them, piano will just not live. And it's the same with this game. You may have very decent strategical thinking. You may have a good plan. But without these mechanical skills, to control your army, to control your units, your plan will never come to life. Like, it will just die inside your head. It will never come to life on this place. And this is reality of this game. Some may think it's bad, some may think it's good, but I believe it's on decent level right now. Like, it's even someone like me without really fast reaction speed can do decent in this game. This not nearly as micro intensive as StarCraft, for example. So I would say this game is relatively casual, but this still creates a gap between players who have good micro and players who don't. So how to make your micro better? Well, first of all, and this is what my channel dedicated to, you need to have a game plan and understanding of what's happening on a field. Like, interestingly enough, talking about micro, I can't start with the speed of clicking and precision. It doesn't matter at the beginning. first thing you have to achieve is understanding of what is happening. Now, when you have a certain plan, like I do here, I have some cavalry, some bow cavalry, I have two Nodachi and Yarashigaru on this custom battle. When you have this, when you know what to do, you will see your opponent's build, and then you have some sort of a plan. If you don't, there is no point in micro if you don't have any plan. So, again, knowledge comes first. Knowledge and experience. And this is why when you play a lot and watch tournament games, with time, your micro will get better by itself without any additional efforts. That will just happen. So, what else? There are a couple of tricks to kind of increase your micro faster or make it more precise in very important moments of a game. Obviously, it's shortcuts. Some skills on units like spear wall, banzai, on your general it would be rally. In a real fight, like you may see on my recordings that sometimes I actually pick Nodachi and click banzai with my mouse, and sometimes I don't manage to click it fast enough. So this is something to improve for me, and this is something everyone should work on with using shortkeys. You don't even, I can't even explain how much times this bow cavalry saved me, not this exactly, but in general, because I clicked F really fast, got it in millimet mode and charged. Instead of moving my mouse here, most importantly, averting my eyes from a field, moving it here, clicking, and then charging. Like, imagine how much time it takes. So I have someone charging my general. I need to stop this charge. I need to or I can just someone charging my general. Done. So it's very important for two reasons. First, is it's faster. Second, you don't have to avert your eyes from a field if you use shortcuts. So learn the basic ones, at least banzai, spear wall, rally, melee mod. This is something you have to know, and your fingers should remember it. Next one is camera control, but I will not talk about it today because it's a very difficult topic which I'm not sure about myself. It's very important how your camera positioned and how you work with it. Most of the time, what beginners do, put their camera basically in the middle of their forces, is a bad idea. You want to click caps lock, like to make your camera move faster, and you actually want to be like this. So at all points of a time, you want to see as much of your army as possible. Of course, it would be difficult for you to click stuff that is farther away, which is why you would move like this. But if you put your camera here, you will create two blind zones on right and on left, and you don't want that. If you do it like this, you have only one blind zone. Blind zone, I'm sorry guys, my pronunciation, zone. Blind zone on the right, and left is more or less protected. Sometimes you may even see if your opponent put cavalry behind you, you may even want to play like this. You will see Killifish doing it sometimes on his videos. Why? Because these units are more dangerous for you. You need to see when they start moving. And units here, well, you have infantry to protect against them, so you can control it like this. But you don't have trouble controlling stuff that's farther away. But if you would be like this, you can control this easily, but now you have trouble, so you will have to move farther away to see these units, to keep them in your view, and now it becomes much more difficult to control main engagement. So you may want something like this if your opponent went behind you. Or if he went here, well, this is basics, but it's not that easy, honestly. Again, it's something that comes with experience and something that I don't really get a grasp of. And now, so shortcuts, camera positioning, speed of camera movement. And here comes technical part a little bit. You may want to use some frames meter, like to know your FPS, and you want to make sure that it's constant. Why is it important? If your FPS goes between 40 and 60, for example, your camera rotation on the same movement, you will get different angles. Ideally, whatever you do, you want the same movement of your fingers, of your mouse, create the same result. Because then your hands will remember it and it will not take any attention at all. It would be easy, like instant. Like some people do using corners of their screen. I don't use that, but you want this to be same at all times. Which means if you don't have stable FPS, decrease game settings so that you have stable FPS. So any movement you do gives you the same results always. And last but not the least is speed and precision. You see, it comes only after knowledge. It comes only after it's on the same level of importance as camera control and shortcuts. But without good camera control, your precision would lack, because you see how you need to position camera in such a way that important engagement that you predict will start because you have knowledge, that it would be in the middle, and less important engagement would be farther away. You may even want to use, there is ability in a game, you can save camera positions like this. For example, instant. It remained from Napoleon, but it's not that easy to actually use. So I will not go to that now. So, precision, speed, again. You want your mouse to easily operate on your whole screen. So try clicking on different stuff, like pick any tree you want, precisely. Look at it. I can't. It's not that easy as you may think. It's easy to get in general area, but in one movement, get where you want. Can you click this plus in one movement, starting from here? No. So what people do sometimes is that they move in horizontal direction right beneath and then go top. Like, good player can move directly. I can't. So for me, it's like usually something like this. Well, yeah. When talking, I'm slightly losing my focus when talking. Or you can do like this. So here 2 exercises which I do before each gaming session, just to warm up and remind myself how bad I am. Still bad. Like I start custom game, and now I want these 4 units to get from one side to other, keeping the line and keeping formation. You see, I'm already breaking. Not as easy as you would think. And it takes time. It takes, and I'm slow. I'm insanely slow here. And you can see probably why I do this. In game, it's very important to be able to create right formation at the right place, to sneak somewhere, like your cavalry between Yari Ashigaru, for example. Now it's more difficult moving in different side, because before I could start on this corner, and now I need to create this imaginary rectangle, and vice versa. So this is the first. If you want to make it a bit more difficult, you create yourself targets on different camera angles, and you try to make it as fast. Not beautiful at all, not beautiful. I'm so bad. But this is, you see, and imagine how is it in a real game. Like how sloppy I am in a real game if I can't even do it here when I have no actual pressure. I'm relaxed. Well, I'm talking, so there is a pressure, obviously. And this is like 5th video that I try to make, so yeah, I'm under pressure, honestly, when I think about it. This is first one, like, and Ideally, you want to get really familiar with it, like create these squares whenever you want, more or less precisely. And this is pretty slow on, like, even with all precision lost, I'm super slow here. If you look at Killerfish's video, he's much faster. Okay, this is the first training. Second one is more real battle-like. I pick a target somewhere relatively far away. Good target obviously would be a general. I always want to be able to attack general with the cavalry. Now I position couple of units on different places all around. Very difficult to do it there. And here it's very simple. I go through units in absolutely different, and then I pick my general. So it's like I'm clicking attack code on my general. Not as easy as it might seem. Look, you see how much mistakes I do. In a real battle, when you try to do everything fast, you will do these mistakes a lot. And obviously, idea is to put these units as spread out as possible so that they all over the place. And obviously, if you use unrestricted camera, it would be easier for you. But I'm training 4-on-2, so I use classical camera. Well, I guess we will stop on this because I don't really know how to proceed yet. I will look at your commentaries if you leave some, and maybe I will get a better feeling of direction I should take with this. Actually, no. Let me give you one more example of one more exercise. If you have a friend to train with who, if you both want to kind of increase your micro skills, not kind of, if you want to increase it, what you can do is you can play a couple of fast battles. Come to battle with nothing but cavalry. Then you start with 2 cavalry each. You play out battle in the middle. You don't have to engage, like take your time. Try to get perfect engagement. You and him. Then you increase. You come with 3 cavalry each. And the thing with such a training, like with any training, you want to focus on some specific skill. Like for example, microcontrol of a cavalry. You want to increase one skill first, and it would be much faster. You still would increase your micro skills in battles. It will happen. But it still would be much faster if you can have someone to make a focused training. Because in a real battle you have to micro your infantry, your cavalry, everything at the same time over whole map. It's not good, right? So try to start with a smaller stuff, more focused training, and then you will notice that you will get better much faster. Anything else? Well, yeah, last thing to add. Watch at live recordings. Prussian Prince, Pointman, Killerfish. I have some, but my micro is really so-so. Whenever you start thinking, okay, I'm fast enough, I'm precise enough, try to look at them, guys, and you will instantly see how much work you still have to do just to get closer to their level. And I guess that's all. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it helped. If you have something to say, please say, because I honestly don't know where to go from this. I don't know if it's actually useful or no. So yeah, I will need some feedback. And thank you guys for watching. See you later.